Hey, Warrior Saints. Glad to have you beautiful people with us as we continue our conversation from yesterday. Um,
So give me an example. What is the proper way to look at something? I mean, you said we'll start with day one of or page one of the Bible and the story of creation. What Take us through that?
all right, so great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Start on day one, page one, in Genesis chapter one. Why not start at the beginning of the book? And I could talk about Genesis 1 through 4 and Genesis 1 through 11 for days upon end. I'll do my best to be brief, but you notice that in Genesis 1, it is the creation account. And we all know this. As Christians and the Jews as well obviously use the scriptures. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, right? Lots happening right there in that sentence, in that first opening verse. And I didn't finish verse 2, but the earth was without form and void, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was moving over the face of the waters. All right, so what's happening there? First, there's a positive statement that in the beginning, God created, right? And it means this Hebrew word bara, create, is to make effective, right? So he makes it effective, makes it functional. It puts it in the right order, which is to imply that there was first a chaos that must be controlled. All right, so was without form and void. Those are the English translations of the Hebrew words tohu wabohu. Play on words too. You can hear it, tohu wabohu, which literally means destruction in the sense of like rubble. So you imagine if you have an army drops a bomb on a building and it all crumbles down and there's like rubble. That's kind of what's going on with tohu wabohu. It's completely disorganized, dysfunctional, chaotic mess, and God brings that chaos under control, and He does so by approaching and attacking the first bad guys. Right. So you think about any story, got to have a bad guy, right? You cannot have Star Wars be as powerful a story if there's no Darth Vader, which is why Darth Vader enters early on in the movie, right? Harry Potter, as we spoke of earlier in his books, it's no good if there's no Voldemort, right? Katniss has to have the President Snow. Any story, you got to have a villain. You have to have a bad guy. And Scripture posits the bad guys right away. The darkness and the deep, meaning the waters. And for anyone who is a scripture aficionado, they know that the waters come into play all over the place, right? Moses dealing with water. Joshua has to cross the Jordan River. Jesus conquers the water by walking on it. Psalm 93. Water's a bad guy. And so the Spirit of God is hovering, it says, or is floating across these darkness and this deep. So now we've got that God is making everything ordered, creating things in their functionality as they're supposed to be, and He's going after the bad guys, and He does so in day one, right? He does what?
God creates light in day one.
Right. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night, and there was evening and there was morning one day. All right. Again, fascinating, beautiful text. You're going to see this come back into play when you get to the fourth day too. He separates the darkness from the light. And He calls, the first half of the day and the second half of the light. He doesn't destroy that bad guy monster, but He takes control. And He puts the darkness over here. So He's separated, in other words, it's saying that He has created the location. It's not the right word, but location for darkness. He's mastered it. It's under His thumb. So God, this Elohim, in the Hebrew word Elohim for God, has taken control over the darkness. So day one, He conquers and controls the first monster, which then rolls into day two. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and separated the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And there was evening and there was morning, a second day. So again, Elohim, God, takes control. He separates the second bad guy, the waters. He's got it in His hand by, putting it the sky, the heavens, in between the waters above and the waters below, right? Now, obviously, we know that there is no water floating up in the heaven, that the earth is a globe, and so it's above but below. And all right, so we get that scientifically today. But the point of that statement is God took control and separates the waters, right? He is the master, the Lord over this chaotic waters. And so day 1 and day 2, the bad guys have already been brought under his thumb. Going even further, God will conquer the waters even more on the 3rd day, right? Watch what he does. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called the seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind upon the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, a 3rd day. I mean, again, day 1, he separates light from dark. Day 2, he separates waters above from waters below. Day 3, he gathers the waters below and he boxes them in. He gathers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he boxes them in with the dry land. And he called them the seas. And that dry land does something very interesting. It produces vegetation, right? Seed,
Mm-hmm.
food, which is coming for all of which, we'll see in the next few days, the things that are to come. He gives them the place to live that's now ordered. He gives them control over the bad guys that are coming to get them,
Mm-hmm.
the darkness and the waters. And then he boxes those waters in with land, which produces an environment hospitable to life, right? He's going to give food. We don't know yet to who, but he's given seed that's suitable for everyone. And it's also interesting to know, Deacon Greg, it was good. Everything thus far that God made was good.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic, especially to understand he's going through a specific order. Like he's really working hard he's God. So,
Maybe it wasn't hard. Right?
maybe it wasn't that difficult. But my point is, like, thinking through it, it's well engineered, if we could say it that way. There is a clear order. There is a method to his
Creation.
madness, if
Yeah.
you will,
Yeah.
a method to his creation. There's a methodology that he's following, and he's going in very clear order to order everything in a way that now for us makes sense how he's ordering things.
Totally. And it gets even more incredible when we go and roll into the 4th day. So thus far, great stuff, by the way. I mean, that was great
Yeah.
stuff. We should continue, talking about days 4, 5, and 6, and 7, because it was 7 days, right? All right. So, hey, Warrior Saints, thank you so much for being with us. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps us get the word out there. And if you want more, visit us at warriorsaints.org and subscribe to Understanding the Bible. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.